بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد. Sheikh Ahmed Saleem alaikum rahmatullah wa
Alaikum
barakatuh.
assalam wa rahmatullahi wa
I
barakatuh.
am so grateful that you joined us in this podcast. So far, we have covered very important things, and we covered them in so many ways, and I'm really impressed by that.
Alhamdulillah.
So this topic, the next one, is kind of a big topic. So there is no way we can do it justice as far as time, but we can do the best.
Start the conversation.
There you go, and just start the spark, and maybe we can follow up with a different video recording at some other point, inshallah. And this topic is around our, daughters and
Sons,
sons not getting married for one reason or another. And I'm sure you have experienced things like,
a lot.
because you're the imam and people come to you with complaints maybe. So tell us more about it, please.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala
Allahumma
rasulillahi
salli
wa
wa
ba'd.
sallim.
So, I'm going to address the topic from two ends.
Okay.
First, I'm going to address the topic from the men's side. And then I'll address the topic from the side of the woman.
No.
From the men's side, what we're having right now is we're having men. I will not call them men for two reasons. They're males, but they don't have rujuliya. They don't have. They're not rajul. They're not actually men. When I say, what do I mean by that? So you have a person, 24, 25, graduate of university. He wants to apply for a job. In every single moment of this person's life, whether they are from the Arab culture or they are from the Desi culture, every single moment of their life, majority of them, their decisions were all made by their parents,
By their
mommy or daddy. You will go to this program, you will go to this program, you will get this job, you will get this job. So this child has been brought up for an affirmation, and he needs to please mother, he needs to please dad for things that the sharia has nothing to do with. It's culture.
Subhanallah.
Ya ibni, lazim تصير دكتور. You must become a doctor, or you must become an engineer, you must become a lawyer. Worst case scenario, just go into IT. Okay,
Almost all our community is IT.
IT. Yeah. Okay, so that's what's happening. So I'm IT. I want my son to be IT. I want my daughter to be IT. I want everything in IT, IT, IT. So this kid, he is now 26, 24, 25. He graduates. He starts thinking he wants to do other things. But now when he applies for a job, he's still seeking permission from his dad. He's seeking validation from his dad and his mom. And when the right sister comes along, he's still seeking validation from mom. He's still seeking validation from dad. He's not man enough to go up to the sister's father and say, I'm a man. I have a job. I can take care of your daughter. Give me your daughter. He's seeking his mom's permission, his dad's permission. Mom and dad are like, okay, let's meet this person. Let's meet the family day after. The woman is.
So he's not independent.
He's not independent.
Subhanallah.
And that's a problem. That's a very big problem.
Absolutely.
Those who are independent, sadly, they're all not practicing. They have left the religion. They're not practicing. They don't practice their faith. They got into arguments because of this dominance that, and this cultural fixation that parents have, that I must control my son or daughter. I have to protect him from all the elements. Okay? I've had parents that will come to me, Ibni 23 sana. Ibni, my son is 33 years. My son is 31 years. He stays at home all day. He doesn't do anything. He plays video games. He doesn't go for a job. What do I do? I'm like, kick him out of the house. Oh, but he's my son. Well, then you have built a baby. And call these man-childs.
Mm-hmm.
He's a man, but he's a child.
That's right.
He's a man-child. This man-child, when he gets married, has zero control over his marriage. The mom or the dad are controlling everything. So this poor girl comes into a marriage and marries this man cub, and her life is miserable, and
لا
that's how
حول
we're
ولا
getting
قوة
so
إلا
many
بالله.
divorces, because this man is not able to tell his mom and dad, stay out of my life. He's like, oh, I was raised by them, I have to really take care of them. We're not saying you don't take care of your parents. Taking care of your parents does not mean that you listen to every single thing that your mom and dad tell you about your wife. That is the real issue that we're facing right now.
لا حول
So you have these man childs running around with jobs, with money, not being able to make a decision for themselves, and now they want to get married. They get married to really good sisters who expect a man in their life, and now they're stuck with a man child, and basically the entire house is controlled by um,
his parents.
his parents. I know a person who got married to a really good sister. The sister got pregnant. At the time of the delivery, the father told the son, I command you to divorce this woman.
Wow. استغفر الله
And
العلي
the son is
العظيم.
like, Father, I have to listen to you. سمعنا وأطعنا. This is a practicing brother, beard and everything, practicing. He's like,
استغفر الله
Khalas, my
العظيم.
dad said it, I have to divorce you. Divorced her and never saw the baby.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
These are problems that nobody wants to talk about. So we are developing and growing the entire generation that has no decision making capacity. And it's very sad. And the fault is on the parents and the grandparents. I'm sorry to say that.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Second issue we're having with the sisters, and this is on the sister side, is that this idea has been sold to the sisters that you can sacrifice family over your career, do your career first, and come back and do your family. Whoever sold them this idea,
That's feminism.
yeah, a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on
Yeah.
feminism. I can talk for
Absolutely.
hours
I
on
know.
end on
I know. They're
feminism.
destroying communities.
Yeah, to a certain extent, there's a lot of things that are happening there. But for me, I'm like, whoever sold them this idea. So what happens is a woman is sold to this idea. There's nothing wrong in a woman working. I have absolutely nothing wrong against that. I have something wrong against what should be prioritized. So she goes, works, gets a degree, 24, gets a job. She wants to work for 5 years. She's 29. Now she's ready to get married and start life. By this time, she's had so many exposures to the real world that she's really not in a need of a man to expose the world to him.
Mm.
She's already seen
Yeah.
everything.
The
So
order.
that charm that my husband took me to this first vacation.
Yeah.
I went
It's
out
gone.
and that charm's gone for the husband. She's already achieved all of that.
Yep.
Second thing that has happened is because she's had so much exposure, now she's becomes very
Picky.
picky and specific about what she wants. And the type of men she's looking for now, and again, I'm not in any sense saying that there's something wrong in having those choices. You're free to have all the choices you want. But the type of man you're looking for now and the age group you're looking for, that person's long gone. Because those brothers that you want, those brothers have already been taken by sisters that are far younger than you.
That ship sailed
The
already.
ship, so you have this paradox now where these girls keep getting older and older. They don't realize that they have very limited time left for fertility. After 25, the fertility rate for a woman drops like for every year, like I think by 30% or something, right? So your chances of having a family and having a baby just keeps dropping, dropping,
Dropping.
dropping,
Yep.
dropping,
Yep.
dropping,
Yep.
dropping, dropping. These women now come at the age of 33, 34, 35. They're still trying. They still haven't started a family. They still
لا
haven't.
حول ولا قوة
They haven't
إلا
started a
بالله.
family. They haven't done anything, and they're still working. They're seeking their career, which is absolutely no problem with that. But now they've missed a boat, and now they're stuck with men that are going to be in their 40s and 50s. And to be honest with you, realistically, I'm looking at so many of my own my wife and her friends that are in these situation right now.
Mm.
Not exact situation. They're in a situation that they're looking for a man. They're 39, 40. They're really good sisters. Some are 34, some are 33, some are 34. They're really, really good sisters. The type of men they want, because now they have so much experience, they have so much independence, and now they're like the only added value that a man brings to the table for them over there is the sexual relationship, and that he's caring and valuable, because everything else is being taken care of for the woman. Now, the man, when they see a fully independent woman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created الرجال قوامون على النساء.
Yep. In this
Okay,
case, he would have no qawama.
he has no qawama, because his ultimate, and Allah says بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض. So his qawama, his whole entire existence into a relationship with a woman, is that I have the ultimate power to spend for my family. So when you take away the qawama from the man,
He becomes a puppy.
he becomes a puppy,
La hawla wa la quwwata
and
illa
he is
billah.
not going to accept that.
That's right.
So then what happens with these men that are now the type of men that these girls that are looking for in their late 20s and 30s, those men are not interested in an independent woman like you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not interested, because they're looking for a woman. They have worked hard to become a qawwam. They're looking for a woman that they can take care of. So issue happens twofold. If the match happens, then the brother has the condition, the sister should stop working. The sister has to stop working. I am the qawwam. I make $400,000 a year. You don't need to work.
There you go.
Many of the sisters are not going to step down. They're going to be like, no, you're taking away my right. Nope. This is the right that Allah has given that man. That if you go into a relationship, a woman can have a business. We can have Prophet's wife had businesses, no issues. Right?
Not to mention, if she works and he works, who's going to be taking care of the children?
Exactly. Now, the ideal scenario, and this is for those who it's not late for, send your daughters to universities, but before they go to universities, get them married.
Absolutely agreed.
Get them married. Let them go to university with their husband. Let them
Very,
go to university with their husband.
very good idea.
Different universities, no problem. Teach them the whole concept of contraceptives. Don't have babies at that time. Okay? Let them go to university. If they want to have babies, bismillah. Right? No issues. Finish your university. Have your 1, 2, 3 babies. Your body is ready. Your body, Allah has the highest potential when you're like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You can get,
After that's
after that, it starts going down. Have your babies first.
that's exactly
Start your family. And
that's
then once your kids are, when you're 35, your kids are 10, 12.
Yep.
They don't need babysitting.
Exactly.
You can start back on your career. And now there's going to be nothing that will stop
That's
you from
exactly
your career.
right. That's exactly
Because
right. That's the right order.
That's the right order. We've got the order wrong. We've got the order wrong.
That's exactly
I
what's
tell
happening.
people this. I said you have two options. And this is what I was thinking about last night. So I have two paths. Path number one, I have to do two things. So I can do two things. Number one, if I miss the boat on this, I will never be able to do this again. So I have option A and B, or I have option B and A. Option A must be done in order, because if I delay option A and I do option B now, option A no longer exists.
That dissipates.
It no longer exists. Then in this particular case, logic says that you choose option A first, because option A is temporary. Option B is always there. Option A being have your family first.
That's right.
At the age of 35, you can go back at work. You've had your babies. Your babies are now 7, 10, 12-year
And they're
old.
going to school themselves.
They're going to school and stuff, and you have enough time and freedom to do whatever you want. You can go to work. You can have exemptions. You live in North America, in these beautiful countries. You have exemptions for parenthood. You can have all of these exemptions that you want and start your career later. Yep. Nobody's going to come and say, why did you not start your career right away?
She doesn't even have to go to what they call it for court, for jury duty.
Yeah,
because
she's
yeah.
children.
Yeah.
So all of these things, if you think about it, then from that perspective, it becomes no brainer that you do option A first.
Yep.
Do the education, have the family first. Finish the family, you can start back. I know a sister, and she's such a good inspiration, Dr. Sabrina. So she had 4 kids. She had all these kids. After she had the kids, she wanted to go and learn. So at age 35, she went back to college, did her PhD, got a job as a professor. She's a mom of 4 kids. She has a full time job. She told her that, look, my kids, my youngest, her youngest is whatever in some high school now, going to university. She's fully like, and she's so powerful woman, fighting for the causes of Muslim. Everything. She
Subhanallah.
got everything. So
So
that's how, you know,
absolutely. So to sum it up, for sisters, they need to have the order is get married, have make your family, and then focus on.
for a guy can have a family until 65.
I mean, yeah, as
The
long as he.
fertility of a man is, I know a friend of mine, his dad is 68 and they just had a baby.
Subhanallah. Oh, I've heard about even more than that.
Yeah, 70s.
Yeah. So for a sister, the right order is to go ahead, make your family,
Go to
take care of
university.
your family, then focus on education, high education like university and so on.
Yeah, yeah,
For brothers, man up, be men, not children.
not children.
Um, if your mom and dad still control you, then you have a problem because once you get married, they will control you, control your family, and most of the time this doesn't end well. That's the
Very bad.
summary
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it. So man up, take care of yourself, your family, and when you get married, you are in control, you are in charge, not your mom and dad.
Man up, Abdullah.
He's a man, mashallah.
MashaAllah.
So that's something for brothers to keep in mind. Um, Playing video games and staying home eating pizza and just gaining weight, not working out, doing that's not an option. That's a failure. That's the option
SubhanAllah.
of failure. We need to move. We need to take care of our family and do the right options at the right time before it's too late.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. That was a very important point that we went over,
Barakallah fik.
and I'm sure this topic is long. It needs more time, but
Yeah,
we want to keep videos within reasonable length. That way, people don't get bored and just stop it. At the same
Jazakallah
time,
khair.
the option of posting comments with questions or corrections if we said anything wrong,
Or if you
we
disagree,
or if you disagree, absolutely, we're not prophets, we're
we're,
just
we're we're all struggling with this issue.
absolutely. So it's an open discussion. We shouldn't stop the discussion by the end of the video. It should continue. Inshallah, maybe in the future we'll have a second video about this,
Inshallah.
maybe with more brothers, more mashayikh, and discuss it with more details. In the
Inshallah.
meantime, jazakum Allah khair for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.